Hi. Another wonderful episode of the Bengal Genius Show. Big news, as you know, today. Jessie Bates, they finally franchised him, so that's it. And it looks like he's a little upset about it. He took a bunch of his Bengal mentions down on Instagram or on his profile or something like that, but whatever, man. I mean, great player. I love the guy. It's just business, man. I mean, it's no different than, you know, if the Bengals, if you were unrestricted free agent and the Bengals and you just signed with another team and the Bengals got upset with you, they can't get upset with you. You're an unrestricted free agent, and that's what the CBA is all about. And you got franchised. You're gonna get a little around $13 million. And hey, man, there's worse things. There's bigger insults in the world, I would argue. So Jessie Bates will be back, and hopefully they can iron out a long-term deal. That just seems like they're far apart. Historically, the Bengals haven't paid that much for a safety. So, that says a lot. They really love the guy, and, I mean, this is going to be the hard part. These are the problems of becoming a great team, building a dynasty, is when to let go and when to keep guys, when to franchise them, and hopefully there was a little bit of an issue with him being, his play. You could tell he was definitely distracted, it looked like, at the beginning of the season with the whole contract issue. And it had a little bit of an effect. So you got to play through that. You got to be a professional. So I'm hoping a long-term deal gets done. Everybody is, really. So I don't know how far apart they are, but I would imagine it's a few million a year. So that was definitely going to be an interesting development. But as we all know, the focus has got to be also on rebuilding this offensive line. So March 16th is when the new season begins, free agency begins. And this is really going to tell us all we need to know. I will be very, very upset if we do the same old, second-tier free agents, older guys and all that. We have to be aggressive. We have to aggressively upgrade this offensive line. I can't quit rewatching this Super Bowl. It's really unhealthy at this point. I'm worse than, I'm like Kanye right now and Kim Kardashian. I can't get over it. I can't get over this loss. It's killing me. Just second guessing everything, going blah blah blah. But anyway, it all comes back to that offensive line over and over and over, and we just got to get the guys that they're mentioning. I know I always feel like every year that we get mentioned, people bring our team up because we have money under the cap to spend, but so sometimes I think they just throw their names out there to kind of drive prices up. But they really have to get some premier guys, 2 premier guys at a minimum. We cannot rely on rookie, inexperienced depth anymore. It's ridiculous to do that with Joe Burrow. It just makes no sense on any level. So I really expect them. I'd love Ryan Jensen, also Laken Tomlinson. Those would be great additions, and then. And of course, we're going to look in the draft, but I wouldn't just say just draft. I still like the approach of draft the best player available. We have a lot of needs for depth areas, defensive tackle, cornerback. We can use, obviously, offensive lineman, another safety, just in case if the thing doesn't work out for Bates, for him, develop. So I would really like to take the best player available at 31. I think that they will end up trading out of that if it's possible. They seem like they're high on that and accumulate some more picks. And there's going to be some serious studs that teams will move up for. And hopefully we're not missing out on a stud. And the one tackle, there's so much film to go through. You can never go, just with the workout, the underwear Olympics here. But there's some guys, man, like you got to watch that film. But there was one guy I was looking at a little bit was Trevor Penning out of northern Iowa, and he is very aggressive. I saw it with Jensen, too. If you could look at their highlights, man, they follow a guy. They drive him into the ground and then just put the mush on him. And that's what I want our offensive linemen to be vicious killer dogs. You know, I don't want them to be all fluffy, you know, sweethearts. I want them to be some killers out there, you know. I want them aggressive and they take it personal. You know, you hit our boy Joey B and we're going to be coming for you. And that's what this team needs. I mean, that's going to be, to me, is going to be the thing that really pushes us over into that dynasty that I fully expect us to hit up. So I just can't wait. We got to do it though. I'll be devastated if we don't come out aggressive and really show that we're making a difference. And you know, because I know a lot of guys like last year, the whole Penei Sewell argument and blah blah blah. So there was so many people that were just going on and on about the offensive line, and we were this close to stick it up their butts. You know, but in the end, it bit us. I mean, obviously, 70 sacks is ridiculous. But I'm saying if we could have won the Super Bowl, it could have been like, ha, 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 ha. But all of a sudden, magically, when we did lose the Super Bowl, it was like, oh, see, we told you so. Like, we didn't know that already. But regardless, we got to upgrade the offensive line. So I think there's some good guys there for depth. But I would love Ryan Jensen. And when you watch him, he's another guy. You know, they pancake a guy, then they give him a little bit of the business when he's down there and all that. I'm not talking about dirty. I'm talking about aggressive blocking. That is, man, we just need that so bad. I just want this offensive line. I want to get back to the Munoz days and big dogs. My boy Big Dave Lapham knows what I'm talking about. Love Dave Lapham. So, yeah, that's what I want, man. Get them killers back, and let's just make this offensive line proud and vicious once again. They were the pride of Cincinnati at one point. So let's get to it. So we'll be finding out that next week. So that is going to be super exciting. The rookies. There's so much to go through when it comes to the rookies in this year's draft. So we'll be getting back to that. And then I'm also considering getting a season ticket. I don't know, man. It's a little bit of a hike for me, so I don't know, but I've definitely considered it, man. That was just so hyped up last year. It just seems like that's going to be the new era. Also, the Bengals were online talking about their favorite jerseys combos. And really, the black on black looks the best, the cleanest, the meanest, you know. But I don't. It seems like every time they're wearing those, something bad happens, you know. And then the orange on black, they just win in those, and I just feel like they're always doing something good in those jerseys. So I don't know. I think I think the Bengals organization is considering maybe switching things up to make their home jerseys so they can wear them week in, week out. And I know there was a lot of people clamoring for the different kinds of jerseys. So that'll be interesting as well. But so things are getting hot and heavy, baby. So be ready and let's do this. Let's do it together. And the channel keeps growing. Thank you to all you new subscribers. And tell your friends, tell everybody. So be sure to subscribe. Be sure to spread the word for the Bengal Genius Show. Thank you. And remember, Bengal organization, protect Joe. Hoo day.